You're watching Carolina and Company Live, your source for fun, entertainment, and events. With your host, Amanda Kinseth and Cecil Chandler. If it's happening in the area, then it's on Carolina and Company Live.
And hello, everybody. Welcome to Carolina and Company Live. It is a Tuesday. My name is Cecil.
My name's Amanda. Nice to meet you.
Good to see you, darling. We got a great show lined up today. A lot of fun stuff. Ted Gregg's with us. And what is it from the South Carolina Civil War Museum? And we've also got
the UFO Experience, and we are giving away tickets to that. Let me tell you, it is a really neat exhibit going on at Broadway at the beach.
That's right. It's going to be cool. Also, we got the Myrtle Beach Car Club making a charity donation today. And Gullah Art.
Yeah.
It's coming up this weekend, too. So a lot of interesting things on the show today. Sit back, relax, get you an extra drink where you can watch the show. You don't have to get up in the middle of it, okay? But right now,
let's talk about the weather.
Well, we have some clouds moving in across the area away from the immediate coastline. You see, though, 2nd Avenue Pier camera looking north. Skies over the beaches, nice and blue. Just away from the coast, though, we have those clouds starting to build up along the sea breeze. We are going to hold on to some of those extra clouds through the afternoon, but it's already a little bit warmer in spots than it was yesterday, up to 75 in Florence and Darlington, 73 in Conway, 72 in Myrtle Beach and North Myrtle Beach, up to 75 in Lumberton and Darlington. A little northeast to easterly breeze will be taking effect for us today. And we do have some showers that are staying mainly off to our coast. We may see a quick little splash and dash sprinkle at worst today. Most locations staying dry for the next few days. High pressure will be blocking this stalled front to the north and away from the area. It gradually pushes off to the east, bringing in that warm flow of air, and we'll actually add on a few degrees to those highs each and every day. By the end of the week and into the weekend, though, Friday to Saturday, a cold front's going to come in. Chances for rain go up, even the possibility of thunderstorms, and some cooler air follows it just in time for your Saturday, Sunday, and even into Monday. Highs today, upper 70s inland, mid 70s for the Grand Strand with partly sunny skies. More of the same out there tomorrow with temps up just a degree for the Grand Strand, hitting 75, even up another degree on Thursday to 76, 78 on Friday. But look at the cooler air coming in for the weekend. Mid to upper 60s on Saturday and Sunday for the Grand Strand, and upper 60s for the inland areas. But we do jump to the 80s for your Wednesday and Thursday, and even holding those low 80s on Friday with that increased chance for rain. And it does look like it'll be mainly late Friday into early Saturday. Sunny skies back for your Sunday, but our coolest day of the next 7.
Weather is brought to you by A&I Fire and Water Restoration.
I'm Tracy Verland, executive producer at News Channel 15. Here's what we're working on today. We'll, of course, bring you any updates we get today on the Boston Marathon bombs. 3 people were killed and more than 140 people were hurt. We'll check with race organizers on the Grand Strand to see if security measures will change for events like the Myrtle Beach Marathon. And you'll hear from runners on whether the bombings will affect their future races. Join us tonight for those stories and much more on your news at 6 and 7.
And welcome back, everybody, to Carolina and Company Live. We got a great show lined up today. A lot of fun stuff.
We do, and we have a lot of announcements to make.
A lot of them.
First, let's talk about some Conway police. What are they doing?
Yeah, let me tell you about this now. This is the Cop on Top fundraiser. This is where they raise money, of course. You know, you got to check out some of these pictures because they sent me some pictures. There'll be a Chick-fil-A. They're going to be there Friday and Saturday, I think, collecting money all the way through. There we go, Chick-fil-A. Fundraiser will end up on Saturday. It'll start on Friday. So go by there. Make a donation from 5 to 8 p.m. There'll be a magician performing there, so all kind of fun stuff. And, you know, they've raised a lot of money in the past for the Special Olympics. Chick-fil-A doing a great thing there. And also the Conway Police Department. Look at them on top of the roof.
It'll be fun just to go out there and see them on top of the roof.
That's right. Don't forget why they get a Chick-fil-A sandwich, too.
Speaking of being on top of a roof, we've got a live show on Thursday that's raising money for the March of Dimes. It's called Raising the Roof, and it's on the Tire Town on 501. And people are going to be up on the roof collecting money for the March of Dimes.
That's right. The March of Dimes, they'll get some people up there. They already have them. And what you'll have to do is call some friends, your neighbors, or whatever, and ask for some money to help raise before you can get down from on top of the roof.
Yeah, so
it's just like jail and bail, but they can put you on the roof.
Yeah, so come out and join us out there, or be sure to tune in on Thursday.
Yeah, and if you don't raise enough money, they push you off. I don't know. That's a good thing. If you don't raise money. No, I'm just kidding.
All right, I have a photo from Friday night. A big group of us from WPDE went out to the Alzheimer's Forget Me Not Ball, and we had a great time out there. They raised $47,000 for Alzheimer's. So that is excellent. But they're trying to reach that $50,000 mark. So if you are watching and you'd like to donate, all you have to do is go to alz.org/SC, and you can donate and help them reach just a few more $1,000s. That's all they need. They'll hit that $50,000 mark, and that'll be really great.
That's right. I heard y'all had a good time.
We did. We had a lot of fun. You know, my husband and I don't get out very often, so we were excited to be out for the night. We did some dancing and stuff.
I understand.
One more thing real quick I want to mention is coming up, there is an art gallery at the Market Common who is holding their spring art show and sale. That's over 80 artists and more than 200 pieces, and that is all going on at the Market Common. And the Seacoast Artists Guild Gallery opens up May 3rd, so that's going to be a big event too. But get this, the proceeds from the sales of art goes to benefit a number of youth programs and scholarships. So it's really a good thing. So beautify your home and help out some kids.
That's a good one. All right, let's find out about today's Tuesday. It's April 16th, in case you didn't know that. And this is Wear Your Pajamas to Work Day.
Oh, well, you should have told me that yesterday.
I forgot to tell you. And it's also National Adult Film Week. Wear your pajamas, I don't know. I don't know if that goes together or not. I'm not sure.
What kind of pajamas?
Right, okay. But that's what it says, and I don't make these things up. All right, birthdays today, 1935. Let's take a look at Bobby Vinton back in his heyday. He was 78 years old today. Had a big hit in 1963. I know you remember it. It's called Blue Velvet.
Oh, sure.
Yeah,
it's like it was yesterday.
I know. In 1965, Martin Lawrence. He's 48. This is one funny dude. 1990 TV series Martin and the movie Bad Boys 1 and 2. All right, 1965, John Cryer. This guy is on 2.5 Men, and I think he's the funniest one on there. He's 48 years old today, and 2.5 Men, you can check him out. He's funny. On this day in history, it was 1945. U.S. troops land on Hiroshima. 1962, Walter Cronkite starts anchoring the CBS Evening News, and his last day was March 6, 1981, and you know what he said?
What?
And that's the way it was. He always said that. Now, from the Know-It-All Department, you ready?
Ready.
Okay. So I got one more. Steve Garvey, 1983. Steve Garvey sets the National League record by playing 1,118 consecutive games. I bet you was tired. All right, from the Know-It-All Department to now. World record, you ready? World record about juggling, okay?
Okay.
The most balls a person has juggled. Do you know how many? Take a guess.
Oh, 25.
I think that's impossible.
3?
All right, well, 11. Alex Barron of the UK. He did 11, and he did it for 23 consecutive jugglings.
Wow.
And catches.
Good for him.
11.
And, you know, we have some local guys from Pirates Voyage. They've been on the world record for that, and I think they're going to beat him again,
Joel can do it, too. We've had Joel on our show.
Joel Allen, right, from the news
can
department.
do it. Only thing I can juggle.
So 11 at one time,
Yeah, I can't juggle anything. That's from the Know-It-All Department today.
All right, so as we mentioned before, we have a giveaway today. We're giving away tickets to the UFO Experience. All you have to do to win is go to our Facebook page, Amanda Cecil Carolina. Go over there to the message button and click on it and answer this question right here. The question is, what does UFO stand for? If you know the answer, you might be the winner, and you could win those UFO Experience tickets to Broadway at the Beach. It's a great exhibit. You got to go see it.
I think it stands for You're from Oz.
Yeah,
No,
close, but you wouldn't be the winner.
I know it.
All right, stick with us. We'll be right back.
Stocks recovered at the open from the worst day so far this year on Wall Street. Markets were already jittery when news broke of the explosions at the Boston Marathon. Most stock analysts do believe the impact on stocks will be temporary. Also, gold prices fell the most in 3 decades, but the drop in gold doesn't mean you'll save money at the jewelry store. The Wall Street Journal says one reason is that jewelers typically buy their materials in advance. So that means any drop in the futures price won't be reflected in their bottom lines for several months. Facebook may be friending Apple. Facebook is in talks with Apple about creating a new version of its mobile software called Home for the iPhone. Facebook's already unveiled the Android version of Home, which puts its social networking features front and center on mobile devices. And shifting gears, sources tell us at Bloomberg, Twitter is close to reaching partnerships with TV networks to bring more high-quality shows and ads to the social media site. So far, it's held talks with Viacom and Comcast's NBC Universal. At the New York Stock Exchange, I'm Jane King with the Bloomberg Midday Report.
Amanda's over there. Amanda, get over here. She won't listen. How much time?
Well, he didn't. You got to let me know.
5 seconds. You got to give us something. Stand by. And welcome back to Carolina and Company Live. Now we're going to be talking about the UFO Experience and this gun will definitely take care of UFOs.
Yes, it
I believe
will.
we could.
It does in the movies anyway.
I know
Right?
it.
All right, the UFO Experience. It's at Broadway at the beach, and it's a lot of fun to go to. You learn a lot of things. You got a little bit of history, some science, and of course, talk about UFOs.
Of course. We just opened up on April 4th, and we start with ancient galleries where we learn how the pyramids were made and the possibility of aliens actually built the pyramids. We go through military involvement so people can understand that sometimes the military were classifying possible UFOs as bubbles and stuff like that. So it's super cool, and we almost saw an alien the other day.
Yeah, that's right. Right. I did a morning show there the other day, and I swear there was an alien walking around in there.
Really? Well, I'm gonna tell you. I mean, I believe there's people living on. Living somewhere else. Why not? We're living here.
Well,
I
exactly.
believe in that.
When you think about how big the universe is,
Yeah.
which is one of the rooms you talk about space and
Yeah.
black holes and wormholes and just the possibility of other things out there.
Yeah, I mean, our whole goal is to kind of educate people that there's the possibility that aliens and other life forms are out there. Not just in movies with E.T. from 1982, but
Oh.
yeah.
Okay.
But, there is a possibility that, just because the government is covering it up doesn't mean that it's not actually out there.
Wait a minute. You think the government would cover it up? What in the world?
So what you bring with you today?
All right, now what is this gun right here? Tell me that.
This is actually a prop from Men in Black.
Yeah.
It's actually one of the guns that they use in the movie.
I have to bring my sunglasses.
That's pretty cool. Now, praise for What is that?
Captured is a story about a couple named Betty and Barney Hill that were captured in the 60s in New Hampshire. They were driving down a very rural road, and a UFO came and hovered over their car and kind of shocked them, and they had no idea what it was. And further down the road, the aliens actually made a blockade and abducted this poor couple and implanted all this stuff inside of them. So,
wow.
I mean, we go through the whole history of, all these abduction stories and everything like that.
It's a lot to learn. I mean, you got to go there. You have to go.
It's neat to walk around.
It's more educational than it is anything else. So.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right,
Thank you.
real quick, what does UFO stand for?
Unidentified flying object.
Yes, and congratulations to Ro DeVito. You are a giveaway winner today. You get some tickets to go see the UFO Experience. Everybody else, you just have to go on your own. You probably have some local discounts going on. So head over there. It's at Broadway at the beach, and it's a lot of fun.
Stay with us. We'll be right back. We've got a lot more stuff coming up. What is it is next. And welcome back. What is it? It's a big head with a hat on.
It's a big head with a hat, yes.
This is just one of the props that Ted Gregg brought with us from the South Carolina Civil War Museum. And I think we're talking about hats today, right?
We're talking about headgear.
Headgear, okay.
That's right.
All right, well, let's start off here with this one with this big thing sticking up top. Now,
Well,
what in the
that's
world
an
is that?
artillery indication of the 7th Regiment from New York. They were famous for two reasons.
Okay.
They were one of the first Union forces to invade Virginia at the onset of the war.
Wow.
And also in 1863, when the draft riots broke out in New York City, they were the ones that were responsible for quelling them. And, of course, fired cannon on American citizens in New York.
All right, let's go up front to the small hat up front. That looks like the cap. Yes, right there. Let's leave it right there. Never get a shot.
All right.
There we go.
That one is a late war kepi. Interestingly, it's made out of a material called shoddy that was felt pieces glued together as scrap, and unscrupulous contractors would sell them to the federal government. So that one's very fragile and it's coming apart.
Oh, okay. Now this one next to it.
This is post-war, but
Okay.
to give you an indication, before, during, and after the war, the Masonic Order of the Knights Templar was very involved in folks that had survived the war and all, in efforts to secure their children and their wives and to give comfort and aid. This was something that came from the war later as a kepi that they began to wear in their uniform system.
Okay.
And how about the
now
top
the big
hat?
one that I had on.
That one is an indication of all the trouble and turmoil that went on before the war. Every decent politician had a top hat and took advantage of every moment to either wave a sword, the bloody flag, or whatever.
So that was the politician's hat that I had on my head.
Similar, isn't it?
I'll tell you what, you can find out more about anything at the South Carolina Civil War Museum. It's located right next to the Myrtle Beach firing range, and you can go in there and check out everything they have in there. So this is a neat place, and we love to have Ted on because he always brings us up to date on things that are happening.
Yeah, a lot of learning.
Old stuff.
You can do a lot of learning out there, so we'd like to have you.
Thanks, Ted. We appreciate it, buddy.
More to come. Stick with us. We'll be right back.
And welcome back to Carolina and Company Live. Now, coming up in Conway, this is something big for this weekend. It's called River Read. So if you love reading, you're going to love this event.
That's right. It's going on at Riverfront Park, and we've got Barbara here to tell us a little bit about it. This is going to be a great event for people to go to.
It's going to be a fantastic opportunity to have families come together and enjoy reading. We're trying to ignite in young folk and reignite in other people the pure joy of reading.
Sure, and you've got the world-renowned South Carolina folk artist Jonathan Green is going to be there.
Absolutely. We're so proud to bring him on board. He's written his first book, and not only will he be selling prints and autographing them, but also bringing forth his first book at River Read.
Very excellent. And in that picture, we saw Amber Campbell next to him. She's the hammer thrower that went to the Olympics.
Yes, and Amber Campbell is just the kind of person that we want there for children, to see that some of their heroes actually enjoy books. And if that puts in place that joy of reading for some child, then the whole venture will have been worthwhile.
Absolutely.
Now, this is the first annual. If it turns out, I know it's going to be a success. You're going to do this again.
Oh, absolutely. We're going to do it every year, and we're also challenging neighboring municipalities and communities to have their own reading events.
Sure. Well, this is a fun, family-friendly event. Everybody can get out there. Hopefully, it'll be a nice day. You know, get out there, get motivated to read. The kids learn some stuff. You get to meet these great people who, how exciting you got them to come here.
We're going to have a character parade for children so that they can show off their favorite characters from their books. There will be a poetry slam. It's a hip urban kind of way of presenting poetry. There'll be other contests, lots of freebies, food, 20-plus local authors, and great opportunities to exchange books among friends. There's also going to be something we call a mob read. Mob is an acronym for Mad Over Books, and we're going to have the whole group read in sync so loudly that we're going to be heard at least as far as Aner.
Oh, wow. So if you're not there, you will hear a book being read. Oh,
absolutely.
All right, it starts Saturday morning at 10 a.m.?
At 10 a.m. We'll run till 1 o'clock in the afternoon, and there will be no rain.
All right, check it out this Saturday, Riverfront Park in Conway. It's going to be great. Stick with us. We'll be right back. We're talking about cars next.
And welcome back to Carolina and Company Live. Now we got a special presentation to Myrtle Beach Car Club. We had a big event Easter weekend down at Lakewood Campground.
Sure.
Boy, let me get it out. Yeah, and Claude was there, and this is a big deal. And Rich is here from the Myrtle Beach Car Club. Now, talk a little bit about what we did, Rich.
Well, we got a bunch of cars, about 80 cars from various groups, but the Myrtle Beach Car Club raised enough money. We raised a lot of money for local charities, and we are going to donate $1,000 to a wonderful charity and family outreach.
And Claude wanted it. This is a charity you want to make a presentation to, right?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. All right, let's bring it out, girls. Come on out here. All right, turn the check around. Let's show them what we got here, Madeline. Come on over. Here's the check. There's the check. We're presenting the check. Tell them what it is now that we're presenting, Rich.
We're presenting a check for $1,000 from the Family Outreach of Horry County.
That's excellent. Very nice.
Yeah, this is good.
What made you choose Family Outreach?
I spoke to our CEO, and she decided that she wanted to go with this organization.
Oh, a very great organization.
And it was a big event, and they've already talked to us about doing it again next year. Now, the Myrtle Beach Car Club is a sponsor of it, but everybody's invited, all the car clubs, and it shows that we raise money to give away to charities.
Absolutely.
And we make sure all the money, because we're 501(c), and we make sure all the money is given to charities. That's good. And there it is. Thank y'all so much for being here. And That's nice. That's very good. Next year, we hope we can raise a little more, Claude.
Yes, sir.
That'd be good?
Yes, sir.
We had a good turnout.
Make it bigger.
It'll be next Easter weekend. All right.
That's right. Saturday before Easter every year.
Thank you
our
so
fifth
much.
annual.
You got it. Thank you all so much for being here. We'll be right back. Stay with us.
We're here. It doesn't have to be just a trip to the park. Pets are welcomed at Coastline Pet Supply. Our pets don't get to choose where to shop, and pet parents who care shop at Coastline Pet Supply. They specialize in holistic and premium pet foods. Don't shop big box, shop local, and receive the personal service your pet deserves. Be sure to take advantage of this week's in-store special at Coastline Pet Supply.
And welcome back to Carolina and Company Live. Cecil's trying to beat the Guinness Book of World Records, juggling.
I can do it.
I don't think you're going to win. Don't forget tomorrow, 4:30 to 7:30 p.m. at Doug Shaw Stadium. They've got a barbecue going on. That is a fundraiser for the Booster Club. It's going to be great.
That's right. Thank you so much for being here today. If you think the show was good today, wait until tomorrow. It always gets a little better.
Have a good one.
Thank you for being here.
In Myrtle Beach, you're watching News Channel 15, your station.